So the first of the questionable modifications is this. This is the fuel cell that it has currently. I've got a feeling that the fuel tank is going to be in a bit of a bad way, which is why they've installed this tank, and that will allow the car to run for now. Oh wow, I've just realised that in the end of that it looks like an airline hose. Yes, this is the ground going to this. I think this is a fire risk, if I'm honest. So there I was, chilling out on a Sunday, scrolling through Facebook Marketplace, and I come across this. Listed as a Mitsubishi Lancer. I know what that car is. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the fact that it hasn't got a very good description and looks like it could have been pulled out of a hedge. I even like the fact that it's in Walthamstow, an area that if you get the choice, you probably wouldn't want to go to. Let's go. Don't get mowed down. I think this tyre will go again. I'm supposed to part warn people about that. I'm Joe Wisdom, welcome to the episode. This is my Evo 5, and in today's episode we're going to have a walk around it, have a look at the boot, see what it's all about, and you never know, you might just learn something. So let me talk to you about the car. This is a Mitsubishi Evolution 5. So it's a 1998, it's currently unregistered. I'm trying to put the history of the car together and how long it's been in the UK, and I'm sure that will come up in a subsequent episode. But today we're just going to have a look around it, we're going to clean it because OCD life, and we're going to see if we can get it to run. There's some interesting modifications at the moment that are making me a little bit nervous. So again, why? Why an Evo 5? Well, a friend of mine, Dan, if you're watching, had one of these about 20 years ago when I very first started working on cars, and I've always loved them ever since. The price of these cars has become astronomical, and I thought I would never own one. And like I said, when the chance came up on Marketplace with a terrible advert for a car that looked like it'd been driven through a wall, I thought, this is my chance. So here we go. Let's see if I bought a lemon or if I'm actually going to be empty. So one of the things that I liked about this car was obviously the condition and its rust-free nature. No, it wasn't. It was the fact that it is so complete. Everything's here, but we're missing a cover. And we've got some pipes that go to nothing, but generally everything is here. So very excited that we're going to be able to bring this back to its former glory. So one of the cool features that comes with an RS are these manual winders. These cars are actually 95 kilos lighter than a standard Evo 5. So the first of the questionable modifications is this. This is the fuel cell that it has currently. I've got a feeling that the fuel tank is going to be in a bit of a bad way, which is why they've installed this tank, and that will allow the car to run for now. Oh wow, I've just realised that in the end of that it looks like an airline hose. Yes, this is the ground going to this. I think this is a fire risk, if I'm honest. So, and as I mentioned, the cage is coming out. So if you know anyone who's after a 6-point cage for an Evo 5 or 6, this will be coming out shortly. What do we have here, eh? So, I've got this quilted floor mat, which reminds me a lot of You know the R8 Pluses when they have the pleating, or the Bentley? This is what this reminds me of. I don't think that'll be going back on. Other than that, it's pretty empty. As I say, I went right over this car. I can't see any actual structural crash damage. So fingers crossed when we take the panels off, it is actually as straight as I think it is. So with the use of my nan's garden table, I'm able to have a look through what we found in the boot. So not a huge amount of any interest in there. We've got the Lancer badge. This is based on a Lancer. In one of the following episodes, we'll go right through the history of these cars and how they went from being a normal four-door saloon to being these beasts. What else we got? We've got a winch remote, just in case you might need that. Got a low pressure fuel pump. I'm assuming that's where they're trying to run. Oh, that doesn't look too healthy. That's the high pressure fuel pump, I'm assuming, from this car. We've got a load of rust. Tea bag. Yeah, not the best. Oh, what we've got here. We have a bag of fitting. So if I was to guess, I would say that was to try and make that system work. What is this? Crank and cam sensor. So I was told by the previous owner that they couldn't get it to run, and then subsequently they changed the cam sensor, very colourful, and the crank sensor. So we'll see whether that's done the job. We've got a bit of foam. I don't think that looks like anything to do with this. Oh wow, check these bad boys out. I've removed my working gloves, and the hands are very clean. So these look like JDM gloves, but if they are from a JDM man, normally the Japanese men are a little smaller than us Europeans, especially myself. They look quite new. So, what do you reckon? Is Cinderella going to the ball? A bit of wear on these at large as well. Here we go. I am very, very happy with my JDM gloves. They are they are epic. And what else have we got? Putting them back in there. They will be getting worn. Last one, at least we have a pipe. So that to me looks like, fuel. So that is from the fuel system where they bypassed it to make it run as it does on that extra system. So, okay, wicked. I think what we're going to do, we're going to power the system up and see what works, and we're going to go from there. Okay? We're going to put some German wipers on my Japanese car. You might think that's such a weird, why would you start with a wiper blade? Well, that's because I'm scared to power the car up and these to go on without, just in case they decide to scratch my windscreen to death, as the metal is very prominent there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to change the wipers, then we're going to fit the battery, and then we're going to power the car up and see what works and what doesn't. Okay? I've watched the YouTube video for this. Should be doable. Right. So is that the London run? 22? Yes. Kapow! Kapow! Ah! Thank you, Euros. So we're ready to fit the battery now. Luckily, strategically, everything has been left loose. So my very eagle-eyed cameraman asked me what this is. Right, well this is the battery clamp, and this is what's known as a grounding gear. This was all the rage in the 90s when they decided that the grounding of each component wasn't good enough without it. So for example, it went to the rail, went to the engine, it was actually subsequently grounding it again. Nothing was ever proven that it made any difference, but it was definitely all the rage. So that is definitely something that will be removed. So let's see if Euros managed to send me the right back. No, wrong battery. Okay, there's several years to them. Oh, it's making noises.
Yeah.
Side lights?
Oh yeah, but very faint.
Headlight?
Yes. Yeah.
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 Oh wow. Come here, come here, come get up. So for some reason, it was never listed with the mileage as well. So I was like, this thing's done moon mileage. So it's done 66,000 kilometres, which is equivalent to about 40,000 miles. Okay, so I've been told by my trusted assistant we have hazards. That's good. Even with lots of aggression, we don't have a horn. Absolutely no idea what that is. We've got a huge idea what that was. Right, we don't have blowers. Does the aircon light come on? Yeah. Heat and rear screen? Yeah. Clock works. This doesn't seem to do a huge amount. Does the turbo timer power up? The turbo timer does not power up. So, shall we see if it's we're not in gear. Cranks. Why are you beeping? That's more from me. Oh, that's beeping all the time. Oh. Even a little lock siren for the lights work. Oh. That's how. Right. Lovely. We won't test the wipers just in case. Right. How do you connect this? Use the pouch. Get. So that is the basic overview done. Will it run? We're going to find out.